back to our channel. This is Damix Analytics channel, and the primary goal of this channel is to make learning available to everyone that is willing to learn. So in this channel, we post very interesting and highly helpful content so that will help you in your career growth. So we post videos on a project, we post videos that are very unique and that we consider very helpful for your career growth. So we encourage you, if you have not subscribed to our channel, kindly subscribe to our channel, hit the notification bell, like our video so that each time we upload new content, you will be informed and then be aware. So in this video, we're going to be working on another project together that I believe you're going to learn a lot. So in this video, we are going to be building on the previous video that I posted, which is on financial risk analysis. So if you have not watched the video, so you might not be able to follow up one-on-one. So in this video, so kindly watch the video so that you can, because I'm going to be building on that project. So the current project basically is on market forecasting using the Prophet model in Python. So Prophet model was developed by Facebook and is very powerful for forecasting. So and here is the scenario that we're going to be working on. So after the data analyst actually presented the financial risk analysis insight to the manager of ABC, actually the manager was very impressed by the insight delivered by the analyst. So however, he further requested if the company could have an idea of the future market of Apple. So, and he asked, is that possible? I mean, he was asking the analyst. So, of course, the analyst said yes. And then he further stressed that this request is being made based on the statistics that he has provided, because there seems to be some instability in the past, that is the past market data, such as the possible impact of the COVID-19. But how about the likely future of this market? It is very crucial for them in deciding whether to invest or not to invest in Apple market. So now it is the responsibility of the data analyst to actually interpret what the manager has requested for, which is, forecasting, of course. So this is actually a common scenario. This is a common task when working with stakeholders or employers who normally articulate their needs. They will just present scenarios to you and circumstances. Oh, this happened, this one is this one is that, this is what we want, this is what we achieve, this is what we want to achieve, stuff like that. So they leave the rest of the work to the analyst to interpret and address their concern. So now, just to double check, the analyst asked the manager, did you mean we being able to forecast the market? And the manager responded, yes, something like that. Okay, so as a data analyst, you know that you are going for a predictive analysis of the data. So that is just a very short scenario, because these are things that you could actually encounter, you as a data analyst, that they will just narrate stories for you, and then you go and draft out things that you know that you should do. So if they agree that, okay, yeah, you could go, yes, forecasting, yeah, let's predict, let's see how it's going to look for the next 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, something like that. So this is what we're going to be working on. So we're going to be working on forecasting, and then let's see how this goes. Let's get started. So the next step for us right now is to install Prophet model. So if you don't have this on your computer, you have to install that, and one way that you can do that is by using pip install Prophet. So as simple as this, I mean in Jupyter Notebook. So this should run and then you should have it installed, provided all things being equal. So when you run this, you should have it downloaded. So I already did this and it actually showed me that all the necessary things are already satisfied, meaning that I have it already on my computer. So, and then the next thing for us to do now, the next step is to import all the libraries that we'll be needing. So we're going to be using the pandas, then we're going to be using yfinance to download the historical stock market of Apple. Then we use matplotlib to visualize the results. Then we have to, of course, import the prophet model as well. Then this one I just to prevent some kind of weird warning messages in Jupyter Notebook. So if you like, you do. So if you like, you can just leave it to just this. Okay. So the next step for us right now is to get the data. So which is, I mean, we're getting the historical stock prices for Apple. So what do we have to do? So first and foremost, we indicate the symbol, so which is AAPL. Then the other thing now is the start date. Excuse me. Then so that will be, let's say, from 2020 1st of January. Then end date is equals to 2023 December 31st. Let's say that. Then the next thing now is to get the data. So where we're gonna supply, let's call the module yfinance download. Then we're gonna supply the symbol. Then the next thing is the start dates, the end dates. So yeah, let me see. Yeah, here should be start equals to start date, then end equals to end date. So let us download the data and see what we have. Yeah, cool. So 100% means that the data is downloaded. So let's preview the data and see what we have in the data. Preview the first 5 row. Yes, so this is the data, and we can see that the index of this data is date. So we have the open, high, low, close, adjusted, close, and bottom. So we basically gonna be using the date, and the adjusted close. So the next step for us now is to do some data manipulation to prepare the data before we could actually proceed. And what are those things that we need to do? First and foremost, we need to remove date as the index. We have to remove it because we need this column itself. So we need to remove it as the index of this data, and also get the adjusted close out. So and how do we do that? That is very simple. What you only need to do is to reset the index of the data. So that is data dot reset index. Yes, reset index. So inside, just say in place equals to true. Place equals to true. Then the next thing now is to just get out the data that we need. So we don't need all the columns, we need just the 2 columns, so the date and the adjusted close. So, and that will be the data Then inside you indicate the name of the columns, then just close. Then we need one more thing to do that I usually do, so that just the conventional way when you are using Prophet, so there is already names so that you don't mess up things, conventional names of the columns for the X and the Y and the Y value. So the date is usually called a DS, and then the Y you just turn into. So I mean, you might not need to do this, but me, I do this based on conventional stuffs, not to get myself confused. So I mean the names of the variables. So data dot rename, then let's rename the columns. So what are these columns that we want to rename? So the names are the date. So we're gonna give it dx. Then the second column is the adjusted close. Then we're gonna give it y from right. So then let's just include this parameter called in place. Yeah, in place equals to true. So let's see what we have in our data now, if it is different from what we had previously. Yeah, cool. So we have two columns now, which are just the main columns that we'll be dealing with subsequently. So the next thing that we want to do right now, so is to create and fit the Prophet model. That is, we want to talk to the Prophet now, so that okay, this is what we have in our data. So learn from this data, so that for the subsequent forecasting, you will have basic knowledge, like some knowledge about the data that you'll be prophesying on. Okay, so so let's say model is equal to we are just initiating the model now. So Prophet, then let's fit model dot fit, then just supply the data to be fitted. So let's run this and see what we have. Okay, so the data is fitted and we can move forward. So the next step right now is to prophesy. Yeah, I mean to predict, of course, to forecast. So, but based on the name of the model, so let's prophesy the future market of Apple. So using the Prophet model. So let's call it the variable future. So future is equal to, then just call the function model dot make future, then data frame. So inside this, you have to specify an argument, the period that you want to forecast. Let's say we want to forecast 12 months, that is 1 year. So period is equals to 365, right? So, and then after this, let's run this. Okay, now, so the next thing now, let's make predictions. And making prediction, basically, you just need, let's call it forecast. Yeah, let's call it forecast. Forecast is equals to model dot predict the future. So what do we have? Let's let's read the first 5 rows of the data. Yeah, cool. So this is what we have in the data. We can see that 2 columns have turned to several columns. So, and these columns, they are all used. They were all created actually by the model, by the prophet model. So each of these columns are being used to make the prediction. So the prophet model is actually designed for this kind of data. And let's assume we went ahead to actually use regression. Maybe you change some parameters just to ensure that it fits into the data or stuff. It's not going to perform so well as this model. And the other model that you could use is ARIMA. So ARIMA is also a very nice model that works very well on this kind of a time series data. So the model actually created several other columns that are being used to make the forecasting. So we're going to see how the model, the output. So the next thing that we need to do right now is just let's make a plot to see how the data actually looks. So let's say vig, ax is equal to plt.subplot. Let's use subplot. Then specify fig size is equals to 8 by 4. Feel free to choose your dimension of your plot. So that is your choice. Then so model dot plot. Let's plot what we have. Then forecast. Then our ax is equal to ax. All these, they are just matplotlib manipulation, so I believe you don't have any issue with this. So as.set title, then yeah, prophecy on Apple, right? Prophecy on Apple stock price. Let's see. Then the next thing, let's set the X label. X label is equals to date. Then let's set the Y label as well. Y label. Then that will be what? Stock price. Yeah, that should be stock price. Then the next thing now is let's just see. Get to the show. Let's see how the plot looks like. Let's see. Okay, cool. So this is what we have in the plot. Prophecy on Apple stock price. Now, what we are seeing, the black, is actually the real data. Okay, so the real data was used by the prophet model to predict the stock price for the next 365 days, which is what we can see right here. So this is what the prophet model actually predicted. So basically, we only need to just get out this image, save this image, then you as a data analyst come up with some kind of presentation that you're going to give to the manager and say, okay, this is what the stock price of Apple might look like for the next 1 year. So yeah, this looks good, kind of. So it looks promising in the sense that this might actually give them more confidence to go ahead and say, okay, let's take the risk. The risk looks uh, affordable in the sense that the stock price of Apple might actually be increasing for the next 1, 2, 3, 4 years, of which we don't know. So, but based on the 1 year prophecy by prophet model, things looks a bit okay. So yeah, so basically that is what I want to share with you in this video, and I believe that you have learned one or two things from this. So we started by downloading the historical data of Apple stock price. So by using yfinance module, then we went ahead to to yeah to get the data ready for our own use, the data manipulation. So whereby we reset the index so that we could actually extract the date column, because we'll be needing it for the provate model. So, and then we use the adjusted close, and then after then it's as simple as that. We just fitted the data. So we allow the provate model to learn from the data. Then we make the predictions, of which it had to come up with additional columns, which are being used by the model to make the predictions. Then we come up with a plot that looks good, kind of. So as a data analyst, you go back to manager of ABC and then give them the report. So I want to say thank you so much for stopping by learning with us on this channel. Our primary goal is to ensure that you learn and then your goals are being achieved in your career. So thank you so much, and I'm using this opportunity to say thank you to everyone that have subscribed to our channel. You are one of the main reasons why that we are still posting videos, because it's a way of encouraging us. So thank you so much. If you are yet to subscribe to our channel, subscribe to our channel by liking the video, share with someone that you know might actually benefit from it. Like the video, comment, and I want to say thank you and see you in the next video. Bye.